July 2nd, 2024. Well, it got a little better. People were in Target today in Belden. Was a bunch of drug dealers doing this before. It's like a swamp. None of this is funny. No, it's not. And where in God's green earth did you find it funny that somebody hiring a bunch of drug dealers to run a drug scam on somebody is funny? Andrew Darabic in Ravenna had 7 victims, getting naked pictures of people and then trying to extort money out of them. It's called sextortion. It's a 12 to 15 year sentence. If you take a naked picture of somebody without their permission or knowledge, it's voyeurism. It lists you as a sex offender. May 26, 22 at noon. My phone's bugged by the police. Someone came in and looked at me and said the shower scene was done on purpose to make you look weird with yourself. May 12, 22, they found a tape of them at noon, admitting to a shower scene in the other room. March 1st to 3rd of 21, they said they put 2 clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. Don't worry about her. Then later on, they started saying crazy stuff, and I'm like, that sounds like washing. Showering, walk outside to smoke. She figured out what they did, laughing at me. By January 19, they said they photoshopped a feminine wipey above the toilet in the other room. They had raised some guy named Chris out of the room. I never had a Chris in my house. They photoshopped all their lies. They made up everything on me. They only used drugs on me, trying to lie they had sodium pentothal reports. Bunch of drug dealers did this. I was in Kohl's today in Belden, and people were walking around. Wait till that agent finds that tape last Sunday, a week ago Sunday, where they said they think he's stupid. Wait till they find the tape of him where they said they set him up. Set him up to be arrested, actually. Because where they kept saying how they framed me, they drugged me and told me to say this. They photoshopped all their lies, but she doesn't know what's going on. It's so funny she doesn't know. One of the guys that should be a 19 came up at Walmart 62. They're exposing corrupt law enforcement in this area publicly. And another one said they set him up to be arrested. They found it in Hartville a week ago Thursday. I'm talking about in Akron. A bunch of drug dealers set up that agent. Oh, big time. Taking a Fed down. That was what was so funny. I didn't know what they were doing. Where people were even talking. We found the tape of one of those drug dealers saying that they bet that nobody would do the right thing, and look at all the things that happened to her. That's where by January 19 they were talking about him. The one banked everything on no one to do the right thing. He banked everything on it. He don't think there's a good man left in the world. They said, somebody said they found that tape where he bet everything, that no one would do the right thing, and somebody sent the login in. Everybody do it. You want them to find the hacker? I told you within the first 45 days, some old man came up to me at Walmart 62. I'd woke up with a bruise about that size of half a lemon. And he, in front of about 40, 50 police officers. For every idle word you telling us, I'll turn it on you. Try to leave Dave, I'll list your child molester. I'm like, who are you? You know that bruise on your leg? It was giant. I was sick that morning again. And I'm like, yeah? He said, I used sodium pentothal on you. You know what he told me? I'd never seen him before. He broke in my house and stabbed me with another date rape drug. that you were wearing this one nightgown, bent over and probably once and accidentally seen your butt, and you had a life of pain because of it. Life of pain. Try to leave Dave, I'll list your child molester for that. He announced he worked for Dave, and they were drugging me up and telling me to say lies in the first 45 days. Went home to a legally bogged house and had Dave verify I was wearing a grandma nightgown, underwear, a house coat, and only made fun of the back of my knees. Officer Mark documented it that I was framed by the drug cartel. It's a big drug scam from them. Photoshopping and washing in the other room. Everything's digital. They could take you. That's where I talk to police, I talk to criminal attorneys, I talk to someone that worked at the Stark County Prosecutor's Office. Everything's digital. They can take words out of sentences, other sentences, tape back over, make a new tape, make it look like you're saying something you didn't. They can put your head on somebody else's body, change your eye color or your hair color. They can take you and put you in another room. Dear God, they can put you in another country. They can go back through your clothes and put different clothes on you. Everything's digital. Nothing's been trustworthy for years. And they all know about date rape drugs, amnesia drugs. You're sleepwalking under somebody else's control. I gave you the example of my neighbor Mike got roofied in a bar, didn't know how he got home, didn't know how he had money in his pocket, didn't know how he changed his shoes. And then tried to look at me and tell me I was a New York cop and thought I was pretty. I'm like, you need to sleep that off. He didn't even remember telling me he thought he was a New York cop. My co-worker Dar got roofied in a bar and got taken and raped. She don't even remember meeting those people. I met a U.S. Marshals kid. She got roofied twice in a bar. Different bars. Lost the whole night. One night ended up in the hospital. Don't even know how she got out of the bar or what happened to her. She said took one drink in the room, went to Sam Black. Sound familiar? It works that quick what they're using. You're sleepwalking. That's where I talk to police out of this area. I've talked to the criminal attorney prosecutor's office. They all know about those date rape drugs. They're sleepwalking. And everything's digital and it's a big fraud scheme. Photoshopping and washing in the other room and drug confessions. I never had anybody in my home. Now when people start thinking of serial rapists, drug dealers, getting hired to stalk a victim, photoshopping, washing, selling that victim on porn sites, breaking in, stabbing them with date rape drugs in their sleep, or lacing a Diet Coke when they're out of the room and they don't know they're in their home. Beating, raping them, and leaving the poor thing covered in bruises, throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out, and a severe personal infection until they can't hardly go to the bathroom. And human trafficking them under drugs. How not funny this is. And drugging them up and telling them to say all kinds of crazy crap. Oh, I had some idiot in Kohl's. I went up to that church. There was somebody said they were from the FBI. They said the police have been taping all this. They said the police got everybody defending her on tape. And those kids saying they were lying. Nobody better say a word to her. You're slow, right? You're slow. They had all that in 18. You're slow, right? Stark County Sheriff's made fun of a guy named Kurt for falling for all this in May of 21. He tells everybody to stay out of it. None of this is funny. They have these people taped. They made everything up on me. They drugged me and told me to say it. They photoshopped everything. And the police already know I'm framed by the drug cartel. And there was a bunch of drug dealers in my home. Everybody turn them in. That's how you're going to stop them from doing it to you.